This month thought I would just talk to you about the current property market in the Horsham, Storrington and Pulborough area. The press, as ever, are full of market comment and market conditions and suggesting what the market's like. The trouble is that the whole of the UK is made up of micro markets, and these micro markets vary in every area that you're in. And so there's no way that you can say what's going on here in West Sussex is going on in Yorkshire, for example. I think in areas up north, the market is still very strained. Down here, we're enjoying a very, very active market, lots of activity going on. London is a completely different operation. You often hear about the London market and values going up by 10 or 15% over a year. But the truth is that actually London is more comparable to parts of cities in Europe and Asia, nothing to do with the rest of the UK. There are alarming statements from the press about the housing bubble, and I firmly believe the benefit of the Bank of England and George Osborne getting involved in the property market to temperate it is essential. I think it's a huge benefit to the UK. We do not want the boom and bust that we had back in 2007, and I think the measures that they're bringing in will be a real benefit to the UK housing market. The increasing feeling of those actually in the housing market every day, estate agents, is that actually the market is starting to calm a little. People potentially have reached the top of their affordability range. Banks, building societies are starting to bring in more harsher lending criteria. And these adjustments are definitely going to assist us in the UK, really, in actually making sure that the market is a temperate market rather than a boom and bust situation. There's clearly a focus on people saying to themselves, actually I can't afford to buy another property at the moment because I can't borrow any more money. In a way that's a good thing, it's a positive thing, because in so many ways if you get into a situation where they can borrow all the money they want to borrow, they're going to get into the position where they've overextended themselves and we end up where we back were again in 2007. One of the benefits of development in the UK is the fact that more houses are being built, and if those houses are being built then more supply, demand levels are then satisfied, and we can benefit from the development that goes on. Now I know as an estate agent you would expect me to say that, but the truth is that we need to build houses, and over the last 10 to 15 years we have not built, in fact I think it's longer than that, we've not built enough houses to deal with the amount of demand. So I think actually if the government become more proactive with regards to potential development, they consider more brownfield sites, then the truth is that we will see that supply dealing with the demand, which again will reduce any possibility of a housing boom. There will be new challenges ahead, of course there will be. It's possible that we're going to see interest rates rise, and this, frankly, I think will be done in a measured and sensible way. Taking the central London market out of the equation, I think that we're going to find that the next 6 months is going to be very much the same as the last 6 months, which is a very positive opportunity for buyers and sellers.